All right, welcome to another video from the chart reader. So if you've been here before, this should look familiar. We are looking at the NASDAQ composite on a daily. Up here is our top half, and down here are our two bottom half indicators. So I will hide these for now. It was a pretty interesting day today in the market. Normally I don't talk about the actual candle shapes, but I've mentioned this dreidel looking candle before, right? I think the proper word is doji, but again, I'm not a candle shape reader per se. The one thing I do know, again, is I've talked about this a couple times, is when you start to get these big wicks on the top and the bottom, and then this little baby body, for lack of words, and you make this like a spinning top shape, that's normally a sign of indecision. So let's literally just talk about today for now. So there was a point, and we'll go into the hourly to see what it actually looked like, but there was a point where we were still above the 8. So you can see we actually, what did we do? We opened here. We opened under the 8. We got a little high at one point, actually over the 8. Definitely a lot lower than the 8, but hey, we at least finished here at 11.1, right? So, interesting day, right? Because there were points where it looked like we were, hey, maybe going to keep the 8, go for that 20 again. There were points where it looked like we were coming back down to that 10.8. And then again, we end up ending below the line, which I don't really like. However, the one thing to note is even though we actually finished below this big day, you can see, right? We ended here. What did we end at yesterday, actually? Let's just take a look. We closed at 11.18, and today we closed at 11.17, right? So we did close below this, but the green is still going up. And again, I'm okay with that. It's better to have your indicators going up than to have them going down, right? And our indicators here are moving average lines, right? So I think that this indecision might be one more attempt up. Let's see if the lower indicators do agree with me, but that's just my gut. Again, it's a mix of this actual like shape, this spinning top dreidel doji, a couple different words for this single shape, and then the fact that the green 8 moving average is still going up versus going down. So I did like that. I'll tell you, we really need to finish right here, right? You can even go as low as this. But either way, 11.3, right? Both numbers were basically in that 11.3 range. So 11.3 is really important for tomorrow. Obviously, better than 11.3 is not going to hurt. But let's look at the bottom real quick, and then we will look at the hourly. So again, just like this 8 moving average went up, I still kind of see this going up, right? If anything, there's no immediate crash down, which I'm okay with. It doesn't look like the red is really catching up too much. Definitely staying parallel, but it's not like it's quickly on its tail, right? And then let's see what the RSI looks like. Where's my line? Sorry about that. Okay, again, I'm gonna have to zoom in a bit, but it obviously the red line's still above, which we obviously want the green line above, but it does look like we're trying to catch it a little bit. I wish that the RSI and the MACD both had the line up and we're kind of saying the same thing. It might be another shaky day tomorrow, but again, we talked about it, right? I'm expecting this choppiness essentially right here on the 20. I really didn't want to go to the 8 this quickly, but I'm still going to kind of call it this choppiness. Hopefully we get to this 11.3 number, right? So let's see what happens tomorrow. I do want to look at the hourly real quick, right? So let me just zoom into the day. Oops, one's too many. There we go. So again, today's the 29th. The day started positive. Wow, it was actually a very crazy day. So there was a point in the first hour. The first hour, wow, look at this thing. It just really dictated a lot of it. So we got as low as 11 on the first hour. It wasn't the highest point of the day. That definitely came in the second hour. But my gosh, I did not expect this big a drop on the first hour. So really, we saved a lot here. From there, again, you see it. This is almost a perfect doji, right? Just equal line up, equal line down, and then very small body here. And really, this indecision kind of carries over. And then a lot of canceling out, for lack of words, right? And this is obviously why we saw the minimal gain of less than 0.5%. So it was a pretty ugly day in the NASDAQ. And really, if you remembered what I said yesterday, I thought it was going to take a couple days to really decide what's going to happen with this 20 moving average. So I would not read too much into the what looks like a big drop from yesterday. Again, even though it wasn't that bad, just remember it's interesting. Also, sorry, I don't know why that did that, but in the hourly it showed positive, but in the daily it showed negative. So that's, and obviously I'm seeing a green candle, so I'm not too sure what's happening there. Nonetheless, I'm still okay here. So let's move to the DJ 30. Okay, so really same thing here. The green line continues up. Even though we didn't have a great day, we held our support line here. And again, we aren't as close to the 20 as we want, but I'll call this the bottom choppiness as well for the Dow Jones, right? Again, the same dreidel, the same spinny top doji image you see here, a decent amount of indecision. And then I imagine, yep, the MACD looks the same. Oh, look at that. The RSI is also peaking up here. It looks like the Dow might have a little bit of momentum building, and that could help the others if we do see a good correlation, right? So that was nice to see. Did not expect a little difference there. Let's see if the SP5 has it, because these two have been mirroring each other very well, the SP5 and then the Dow Jones. So same dreidel, same basic finish, just on the line. We still have our 8 moving average going up. Let me get our MACD up here. Again, this still looks good, and I wonder if the RSI, oh, look at that, not quite over. I see red. Let me just click in to make sure. So if you look on the left, okay, you see the RSI is 33.6, and then the red average 5 is 34. So actually, it looks like the green is below the red, but it is very, very close. So ideally, they were all showing the same thing, but they weren't, unfortunately. But again, I'm still going a little positive tomorrow. And really, for here, we want to kind of get in this middle zone, right? So hopefully tomorrow we're in this high side of 3.8, let's call it. And then for the DJ30, what's our number on the daily? Again, 31.2. Let's even call it 31.3 if we can. But anywhere in that like high 31.2 would be good. The last thing I do just want to say, because again, this is something I do mention on the emails more than the videos, but the NASDAQ shows a negative on the daily. The DJ30 shows a positive on the daily. And then the SP5 shows a negative on the daily. So you want all three to do the same thing. Again, none of them were crazy off, right? They were all relatively big. I mean, they're all relatively small gains or small losses, right? But the goal is for all of them to do 3 because you do want to see consistency through the major. So again, what are we looking at for tomorrow? I do believe we should go up. I think that we'll see a little bounce off of this 8 line that they're all pretty much sitting on. Hopefully we'll make one more attempt at the 20. Really, if all of them have a bad day tomorrow, we might be going down to some, dangerous territories, right? I feel like we look at the NASDAQ a little more. But yeah, if we don't recapture this 8 moving average on the NASDAQ, there's very little reason to believe we wouldn't come back to this 10-8 line. So hopefully we go up. Hopefully we get this 11.3. And then, hey, maybe we start sneaking up into the actual 20. So I think that'll be it for today. Again, if you haven't already, check out the website. You'll find all the past videos on this tab here. And then all the way at the bottom is where you can sign up for our free emails. Yeah, enjoy your day. I do hope you're learning from this. And yeah, next video will come tomorrow.